Tuesday. This is your favorite 71% successful grant writer, Superior Shelby, and I'm here to save the business debt day. I'm always talking about grant funding opportunities that you can take advantage of, especially if you are in your startup phases of starting a business or if you're trying to scale a business. I'm out here on a search to look for the perfect candidate to help them get $1 million or more in a grant opportunity, and I'm hoping that's you, friend. So thanks so much for clicking onto my live stream today, because we are gonna go over a $2 million grant that is something that you cannot afford to miss. Whether you are a startup in your startup phases in your company, or you are a seasoned business, this is the perfect opportunity that you need to be taking advantage of. We are literally getting in, deep diving into technology with artificial intelligence and all of these new different bots and chat bots that you guys see that people are starting to get with their businesses. It's something that you need to be getting as well. Innovation, tech innovation, community service type of businesses, whatever it is that you are doing, this is the perfect grant for you. So whether you are a startup or a seasoned business, you can apply for this grant opportunity. Now, before I dive deeper into this grant, let me go ahead and, I got to go for my general grant spiel. Friend, if this is your first time learning about me, welcome in. I am Superior Shelby. I have been writing grants for 8 years, and I truly love what I do because it saves businesses. I was one that had a business, and it went into debt. Things happen, and I went into $30,000 in debt, and my credit score went from a 721 down to a 540. But thanks to the help of grant opportunities like through the SBA, the Fearless Fund, and so many other different grant opportunities, I was able to break even, come out of business debt, and actually save my business, and also educate others about grant opportunities. And over 800 businesses with my help have been able to start a business and scale their business, So grants, what is a grant? A grant is simply free money that you can get from 3 different types of places. From the U.S. government, like the U.S. Treasury or the presidential administration at the time. You can get this money from a foundation like a Fearless Fund, Hello Alice, Hello Skip. You can also get this free money from different companies like Walmart, Amazon, Google, Tesla, and all of these big Fortune 500 companies. Free money that we don't have to pay back. Now, there's no guarantees on this money, and let me tell you why. Because you don't have to pay it back, friend. See, a loan, line of credit, and a credit card, those are all guaranteed opportunities simply because you have to pay them back with interest, and you have to jump through so many different hurdles to make sure that you qualify for those positions. But for grant opportunities, it's just as simple as explaining to them what you plan to do with the money, how your business will scale with this funding, and then they will go ahead and approve you of the opportunity, right? So I'm gonna go over this $2 million grant opportunity. Now, this $2 million grant is one for the books, honey. The seed fund is who gives out this $2 million grant, and they actually give out millions of dollars, to over 400 businesses a year. So you can be one of the 400 businesses that get this $2 million grant opportunity. So if you were wondering, well, Shelby, how many people get a chance at winning $2 million? 400 of y'all. So why not apply? I'm gonna walk through all of the steps, and this is a grant that I'm telling you, this is not one of those easy to apply grants like how I'll talk about Hello Skip. Those Hello Skip grants are easy to apply. You can download the app. It's a free, free platform, but this is not that, friend. This is a high ticket grant, and I want to expose you and I want to motivate you to apply for high ticket opportunities like this one so you won't have to waste your time, So, remember, there's 4 different ways that you can get approved of a grant. One way is through a pitch competition. So a pitch competition is when you are, doing like Shark Tank, you are, pitching for your business. Another way you can win is through like a first come, first serve opportunity. We saw that with the PPP and the pandemic small business grant funding. You can win a grant through a random raffle or drawing. You still have to apply in order for you to be in that raffle pool. And then you can also get a grant simply by a judgment. And this is when they are reading all of the documents, reading the answers that you put on the applications, and they are choosing the best candidates. Now, this $2 million grant is for startups and seasoned businesses. Now, to best prepare yourself for this opportunity, friend, go ahead and have these 4 things. 1, get your business plan, or a project plan. If you have a really big business, especially if you are scaling and you already have like employees and stuff, and you plan to hire more employees, get more equipment, and scale your, your tech, enhance your tech inside of your business, then this is a perfect grant for you. But having a business plan will help you outline how you are actually going to use this $2 million grant, okay? So a business plan. A pitch deck. So a pitch deck will be a 10-slide PowerPoint that is straightforward, colorful, has your logos on it, looks really good, aesthetically pleasing, that outlines all of your company's mission, vision, values, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and exactly how you are going to scale your business and bring some impact with with this grant opportunity. And then you also need to have a 1-minute pitch video. The 1-minute pitch video should be about you, the company, why you started, and it should express all of the values and how your impact is going to, how you're going to make impact with this grant too, okay? And then last but not least, to best help you out with keeping track of what's going on, you want to go ahead and create a spreadsheet. So this is just a bonus. Create a spreadsheet and that grant specific email. I'll talk about that on my other live streams. Okay, if you got any questions, just go ahead and drop the questions on here in the chat and then I'll answer them, okay? All right, so business plan, pitch deck, pitch video. I do have a video here on YouTube on how to actually do a pitch video. It needs to be 1 minute, all right? It can be up to 3 minutes, but the first 1 minute needs to be very strong, okay? Because a lot of the times when they're looking for a pitch video, they're looking for 1-minute videos, okay? All right, so let's go over this $2 million grant. I went over the basics, what a grant is, the 4 ways you can win a grant, and how to best prepare yourself for these type of grant opportunities. So I'm gonna show you this $2 million grant. We're gonna go over the steps, what you need to do, and then you need to determine if you're going to take these steps, friend. Okay. Now, majority of y'all, most likely of y'all are not going to do this. Okay. This is a $2 million grant. I don't know why you wouldn't, but I understand it is going to take some time. So let me get to it and let's go through it so that way you can have clarity and reassurance on what you should have before we even dive deeper into it. All right. Now, for the ones who are actually going to apply for it yourself, shout out to you. All right, friend, because this is one for the books and it's definitely one that I would tell everybody about. All right, it's called the Seed Fund. I did put the link inside of the description of this video, so you can go ahead and tap on that link here in the description, and you can go ahead and start applying alongside with me, or you can prepare yourself. Okay, so hold on, y'all, because I'm trying to get to it. I just had it right. It was right in my face. It was right in my face. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Now my computer is going slow. Bear with me. Yeah, so I actually went over this grant inside of my community already. So if you guys are a part of my community, you already know. All right, where is it? Okay, here we go. All right, so the American Seed Fund. So I like this grant opportunity. I'm going to show it to you here in just a minute. I've talked about this grant opportunity once before, but I've never gotten a chance, or I've never actually dove deeper into this opportunity, right? So this is my first time actually going over everything of this opportunity and how to best prepare yourself for it. So let's go over it together. All right, so American Seed Fund, the link is in the description, friend. All right, so if you need that link, it's in the description, so that way you can get there to it directly. All right, let me just zoom in a little bit. All right, so this is called America's Seed Fund. All right, SBIR or STTR. Some of y'all have most likely already heard of this. Now, if you have already heard of this, go ahead and drop some fire right now in the chat. If you've heard of the America's Seed Fund opportunity, let me know right now. And if you've heard of someone actually getting approved of it, go ahead and let me know right now in the chat. If you've actually heard of this grant opportunity, okay, it's called America's Seed Fund. Have you heard it from any other person on just social media? Has any of your friends, family, anybody talked about this grant, $2 million grant opportunity before? Have you heard of it? Let me know here in the chat, so that way if you never heard of it before, also let me know here if you've never heard of it before. If this is your first time hearing about this $2 million grant for startups and small businesses, and it's called the America's Seed Fund. If this is your first time hearing about it, let me know in the chat, okay? Because This grant opportunity is something that we should not just like let slide by. All right, we need to definitely put in the efforts of trying to get this $2 million grant. All right, so it says get started. Learn how startups can get up to $2 million to develop deep technologies. We'll walk you through our process and timeline, how to submit a project pitch, and what to expect along the way. Okay, all right, so now this is the process overview. Okay, so the one, we're going to go over the basics. Step 2, you're going to submit a project pitch. All right, so it says submit your pitch anytime and hear back in about a month. So after you submit your project pitch in about 30 days, I always say this, after you submit the application, or in this case, you submit the project pitch, then you have to give the grantors 30 days after you submitted it, okay? Or after whatever their deadline is. So once you've submitted the project pitch, you want to give them a month to review it, all right? And this is required. The project pitch is that 10-slide PowerPoint I told y'all about. Remember, you can use beautiful.ai. That is an artificial intelligence that you can use to create those 10 slides quickly for you. All right. And then so step 3, it says you submit a full proposal. All right. So you submit a full proposal. This is going to be that business plan I said, or that business proposal, same thing. That's what that's going to be. Okay. I'm going to click on these hyperlinks so we can dive deeper into what they're expecting. Then they will review everything, register your company, and you will submit your proposal. That's pretty much how that goes. It says if you're invited to submit a proposal, complete these steps. We offer multiple submission windows, but proposals can be submitted anytime. So let me step back really quick because I don't want to lose anybody here. And I want you guys to understand that this is $2 million that you can get, and it's only 4 steps. I want you to understand that. I don't want you to put yourself into any type of doubts into saying, oh, well, I don't have a project pitch, and what are they looking for? Listen, friend, we're going to dive deeper into exactly what they're looking for in your proposal and in your pitch. Do not bring so much anxiety to yourself. This is a $2 million grant. You could either play or you could just move on, okay? But this is $2 million, and this is only paperwork they're asking you to have. These people are not asking you to go and purchase any type of car, land, house to build your credit so that way you can be in position to get some type of opportunity to pay it back. This is not that. All they're asking for is paperwork. All they're asking for is for you to literally explain to them, how are you going to use this $2 million? How are you going to create impact? Everyone's business actually needs to have some type of tech in it. Rather it's innovative tech, right? So whether you're creating an app, right? Or something, okay? So let's go to the 4th step, which is proposal review and decision. So you have to wait about 6 months after you submit, and you'll be notified about the funding, okay? So this is how this works. For $2 million, okay? I want to make this clear. For $2 million, this is not going to be a walk in the park. If you are looking for some easy, quick turnaround time, fast funding, make sure your credit is where it needs to be, and go ahead and apply for loans, lines of credit, and credit cards, because it can take you up to 7 business days to get one of those opportunities. Keep in mind that when you do approve of one of those opportunities, you have to have a really great plan and have some type of income already coming in to be able to pay that opportunity back. Because in about 30 days or so, you're going to have to start paying that opportunity back. With grants, you don't have to pay this $2 million grant I'm talking about. And it's just paperwork they're asking for. All right. This is one of those opportunities that as long as you complete the steps, you're most likely going to get the opportunity, especially if you can really complete each step by step, right? And do it and actually be vigilant on it. Because majority of the people who don't get this $2 million grant opportunity is simply because they don't complete the steps. They complete step 1, they complete step 2, and then when it comes down to step 3, which is submitting the full proposal, they fall off, right? And so they totally forget about the grant because they had to wait 30 days to hear back to see if they can even submit the proposal. For $2 million, you got to stay on top of this. For $2 million for free, what I am doing Because yes, I'm applying for this opportunity as well. I'm not just bringing this opportunity to you guys just for thin air, right? I also apply for it as well. If you guys can remember, if you have been with me for a while, at the beginning of the year, I wanted to create what's called the Grant Navigator tool. The Grant Navigator tool actually has to transition into an actual app. So even though I am a grant writer, I'm into business administration, I'm a consultant, I'm a coach, you would think that, oh, this is a tech grant, I would not apply for it. No, I see areas and needs of improvement in my particular industry, which means that I can bring something to the table with this new tech idea that I have. I'm going to create an app that grant writers can use and also the public can use. Something easy that will search and apply for opportunities locally and nationwide and worldwide, right? But I need the money to be able to invest into how the coding and all the back end stuff that goes into that. So this is the perfect grant for me. I got to go through these steps, these 4 steps as well along the side with you guys. But it's $2 million for free that we don't have to pay back. So you can either believe that you can get the $2 million for your new, your business and for your startup, or you could just keep doing like you're doing and complaining to your friends and family and talking about how you want to start a business and keep being a wantrepreneur. But I'm targeting the individuals who most likely have a seasoned business or you have a great startup idea and it has something to do with tech and it also is going to make an impact, right? Some type of impact in your community or it's going to be an impact to your industry. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the ones who are consistently saying, I need funding, I need money, I need money, I need money, right? And you have also taken on all of these alternatives except for this $2 million grant opportunity. I'm talking to the ones who already have the idea, have already bootstrapped. You are actually working your 9 to 5 or you're not. And you have used all of your funds, your savings and whatever. And now you're at this point where you literally have no choice but to go for any funding opportunity that's on the table right now in order to save your business. That's who I'm talking to. What we can do is we can create an innovative idea together, even if you don't have one. But for $2 million freaking dollars in a 4-step process, for startups, no matter what stage you are in your company, you can be a startup or you can be a seasoned business. This is the perfect grant opportunity for you to apply for. I don't want you to be afraid because it's $2 million. Oh my gosh, $2 million is actually not a lot when we're talking about scaling, hiring employees, getting insurances, licenses, certificates, education, tech, and all types of different automation systems and processes and into your business. $2 million is just a kicker. Some of you all want to do business with the government. On average, companies that do business to business relationships with the government, on average are $1 million companies annually. Okay? So I'm encouraging you to apply for this American Seed Fund opportunity. It's a 4-step process, but it's a $2 million free money opportunity that you have nothing to lose out on. You don't have to have good credit. They're not looking for your bank statements. They don't want to know where you live at. They don't need your social security number. They simply want a project pitch, your full proposal, like your business plan and what you're going to do, right? And you just sit back and wait and apply for other grant opportunities that serve in your favor in the meantime while you're waiting on this one, right? So that way you don't give up on the funding journey. Because when you put in that energy into your funding journey, I always say this, when you prioritize your business funding journey, it will prioritize your pockets. You have to believe and have faith that when you do put in these applications and that when you are going for these opportunities, that it is going to reciprocate good energy towards you and it's actually going to put the money in your hands and it's also going to bring you the network and the clientele that you are looking for. These are opportunities that are not just like banking opportunities. With loans, lines of credit, and credit cards, once you get that loan with Wells Fargo, Bank of America, TD Ameritrade, or whoever it is, you got to pay it back. That's not a relationship development. With these type of opportunities through grants, sometimes you go to luncheons, you go to dinners, you go to award ceremonies just to receive your funding. But you are in a room where you are networking with other multi-million-dollar investors. You're in there networking yourself with other, possible, leads for your business. People who didn't even know about that you even existed and that they were just talking about how they needed your help. Now you are here, right? So, but you wouldn't have been there had you not applied for this opportunity. So you got to apply. All right. So Step one, we're going to go over the basics. I'm going to go ahead and click on here. We're going to dive deeper into this grant opportunity. Okay, so let me show you guys. This is called the Seed Fund. This is a $2 million grant opportunity. Remember, grants is free money that you don't have to pay back. No credit checks, no personal information needed. You can be a startup. However, this is not for the ones that want to get rich quick tomorrow. Get off my life. This is not for you. This is for the ones who are genuine business owners, who are developing their companies, who have bootstrapped, used their savings, and you are truly at a point right now where you are in need of some funding. You may not meet the traditional banking requirements like having good personal credit, but you are definitely interested in grant opportunities. I am targeting individuals who have learned about grants, heard about grants, and you are interested in free money opportunities that you don't have to pay back. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the ones who truly have a great idea. I'm talking to the ones who are blessed with an amazing idea or skill, and you just need some money to get yourself developed, to get yourself to the next level. This is who I'm talking to. This is a $2 million grant, a 4-step process. It will take you time. It's not a quick turnaround time. So if you need to get rich tomorrow, this is not the video for you. If you need to know something about credit and how to build your credit, this is not the video for you. If you need anything about loans, lines of credit, the best banks to go for, this is not the video for you. I'm going over a $2 million grant opportunity that is a 4-step process that can take you 7 months to get, but so worth it because it's $2 million that you never even thought that you can possibly have. Okay, so let's get down to it. All right, so this $2 million grant. And also I want to let you guys know that obviously I am definitely helping you guys, and I'm applying for this grant for you guys because I believe that you guys, I want to help somebody get this $2 million grant, first of all. And I've been said this since, like 2-3 weeks ago. So this is the grant that I've actually been talking about, how I said, hey, you guys, I've been looking for someone to help you get a $1 million grant. Well, this is actually $2 million, and I'm actually looking for that perfect candidate. This is the grant opportunity that I'm talking about. Okay, so the basics, let's get down to it. So step one, learn about what we fund, the basics of eligibility, and review our topic areas. Okay, so we're gonna go over what they fund, so what they look for. So here's what we look for, which startups to fund. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit for you. All right, so it says, impact. All right. So your innovation could make a difference to people worldwide or revolutionize an industry. So if you are into, let's say you are into the beauty industry, maybe you are going to create some type of app like my last client did. Remember, you guys, I had a client last year that won a $750,000 grant opportunity because they were in the beauty industry and they developed an app that will allow individuals to book their favorite barber or beautician to come to wherever you are. That's innovative, right? That's bringing something different to your industry. Some of you guys are holistic healers. Maybe you can create some type of, learning program, right? That is a step-by-step, easy step-by-step type of process, and it's tech related, right? It's an app. And it's something better than maybe it can be like it'll have like different steps that you can do and breathing exercises, and then it also comes with like your own type of therapist inside of it too, right? So something better than the BetterHelp app, right? So yeah, and then what we look for, technological innovation. So you need research and development funding to create new products, services, and other scalable solutions based on fundamental science or engineering. NSF does not fund straightforward engineering or incremental product development tasks. So in other words, it needs to be something it can be something that's into tech, right? So if you guys are into, when it says it does not fund straightforward engineering or incremental project development tasks, this is pretty much like those EV charging stations, right? Because they already got grants for that. So this would not be for that. This is for like new research, right? New products, new services, scalable solutions. Even scalable solutions also, this is something that a lot of people get slept on. If you are a solution-based, like a service-based company, and you provide a solution, right? So say you're like a plumber. I actually have a client. I wonder where he is because we had a really great conversation. And what he did not, I don't know if y'all remember, he does roofing. And what he has a scalable solution where he is creating like this pillow, right? This pillow that you can put your knees on when you're on top of the roof and you're putting the panels on. But this pillow has different microfibers in it. It's like so many different things to it, right? So that's a scalable solution, because from that little pillow can be so many different, products that can come out of that, right? So I wonder where he is today. I forgot. I think his name is Rodney. I forgot. But I don't know if you guys remember, I applied for the $10,000 Hello Skip grant for him last month. And so this would be a really great $2 million grant for him, okay? All right, market pool. You have evidence that your product or service could meet an important unmet need for your customers. In other words, your product or service could meet an important unmet need for your customers. So especially for those of you who are into like body oils and essential oils and things like that, right? Say that you create this new body oil or this new cream that helps out with eczema and hyperpigmentation, right? And then the way you actually apply the product though is going to be that technical and innovation part, right? And then so you didn't know that this would actually help out your customer. It was an unmet need for your customers, right? The way that you apply this type of cream, maybe it can come in a certain type of syringe, or maybe it can come in like, who knows, like a time-based little watch thing that looks like a Tamagotchi thing that automatically spits out a certain type of amount of cream. I don't know, right? But it's something new, right? And then scale. If you successfully bring your product or service to the market, it could form the foundation for a scalable business and make a large impact in your target market. All right, so that's pretty straightforward. Pretty much whatever your project is, it needs to have these factors in it, and it needs to help you scale your business pretty much. All right, so what we fund, let me read this on the side. It says, we help startups navigate the earliest stages of technology translation, investing roughly $200 million annually into approximately 400 startups. Each startup can receive up to $2 million to support translational research and development, from advancement manufacturing to artificial intelligence to biological technologies and to environmental technologies. We fund nearly all areas of technology. All right, so it says search awards we've made over the last 10 years. What I love the most about this is that you actually get to look at the awards and the awardees and why they won, and you actually get to look at all of the documents that they submitted in their pitch video, right? So that gives you an understanding of how you need to prepare yourself for this opportunity. It says we also encourage you to browse a list of our active phase 1 awardees or active phase 2 awardees. Okay, so I'm guessing they do this in 4 phases, like 4 quarters, right? All right, eligibility. So let's see if you are eligible, friend. It says your company must be a small business, less than 500 employees located in the U.S. At least 50% of your company must be owned by a U.S. citizen. All right, so even if you are a innovative business and you may be, let's say, based out of Africa or based out of like Dubai or based out of like Asia, right? You can apply for this opportunity, but you need your partner needs to be 50% owner. It has to be a U.S. based citizen, okay? Or a permanent resident. All right, NSF does not fund companies that are majority owned by multiple venture capital firms, private equity firms, or hedge funds to private and SBIR or STTR companies, okay? So you can't have a lot of venture capital firms that own your company already. All funded work, included work done by consultants, contractors, needs to take place in the United States. The project's principal investigator, which is the tech lead, must legally be employed at least 20 hours a week by the company seeking funding. The project's investigator, or the PI, doesn't need any advanced degrees, okay? So if you are a 4-person team, right, and you have someone on your team that does all of your software systems, automations, does your customer service, does all of that stuff, all of the tech, right? And if you are that person that does that, then that's fine. Then you will be your PI, okay? The principal investigator needs to commit at least 1 month, 173 hours of work on a funded project per 6 months of project duration, all right? So Yeah, so that's pretty straightforward. If you are your principal investigator, obviously you're working on your business 24/7, so that's more than 1 month, okay? All right, so for more detailed information, click the eligibility guide. Now, I usually go dive deeper into this in my community, right? I go over clicking these hyperlinks and the importance of clicking those hyperlinks because it goes over these frequently asked questions, give you different PDFs, and dives deeper into like what's called the scoring, the grant score. So yeah. All right, so technology topic areas. We fund startups doing work across nearly all technology and market sectors, with the exception of clinical trials and Schedule 1 controlled substances. It says, review this non-exhaustive list of technology topic areas. We do not require your project to fit perfectly into a topic area. If your company is doing research and development of deep technology with potential commercial and societal impact, chances are we want to fund it. All right. So you can be into advanced manufacturing, advanced materials, all of this good stuff, agricultural technologies, chemical technology, biotech, learning and cognition technology. So this is something that I was most likely into. This is where I am actually applying. If you guys are a service-based business, right? If you offer a service and your service is consulting and coaching like mine, and you are teaching and educating, learning and cognition technologies is where you will go. Medical devices, a lot of you guys have that. Mobility, especially if you guys are into that medical transportation service, right? That's perfect for you. Nanotechnology. Let me see, has other topics here, but Internet of Things. Let me see, digital health, cybersecurity, cloud and high performance computing. All right, artificial intelligence. So this is really a really great grant for you guys to get so you can integrate some of these technologies inside of your business to streamline your entire business development process. So let's go over a quick example because I don't want to lose you guys here. All right. So I want you to go ahead and drop your business industry, and I'm going to give you an example of something that we can create in your business that will that will motivate you and that you can develop the pitch for this $2 million grant. Go ahead and tell me what your business does. Give me your business industry and what you guys do. So, since they have a list of literally so many different business industry, like different industries in the technology space, right? Because this is a $2 million grant to give you the money to be able to bring innovative, like technology innovation to your business industry, right? All right, so D says catering, right? So you are into catering. So maybe with catering, there's so many different things you can do, from creating some type of catering app, something that's really easy that somebody can get on there. They can find different caterers in their area, in their local area. And then also inside of your catering app, they can, put in, what their type of event is. So say you develop an app where it's like a 7-step process. First, you're asking them, where are they located? Then you're also asking them, what is this type of event? Is it a birthday? Is it going to be a wedding reception? Is it going to be a award ceremony for a school, right? What is this type of event? Then you want to ask, what type of food are you going for? Are you going for barbecue? Are you going for seafood? Are you going for this? Then you talk about, okay, well, here are the different caterers for the type of food that you are looking for and for the type of event that you're having in your local area. And then you can have a list of caterers, right? And you can have them listed on there. You can have them graded as well with different stars, like 1 to 5 stars, right? And then what happens is that client, the person who's on your app, they can find that person, tap on that person, and they can inquire all in your app. You know who will love this idea? Uber Eats. You know who will love this idea? DoorDash. They would love this app idea that I'm giving to you that you can develop on. And even if it's not an app, I'm just getting your ideas and your wheels turning with you being in that particular business industry. So in the catering space and in the food and beverage industry, whether you guys are into catering, whether you guys are into food trucks, if you guys are just selling plates out of your house, right? This app idea I just gave you, this is a really great pitch. You can develop something like that, right? When you are talking about doing a pitch, especially if you enter and say in your pitch, like, this is something that, we can do nationwide, and then we can take it worldwide, and it can be something as big as Uber Eats. When you are pitching on that type of level and you're expressing that you want this app to be as big as Uber Eats, DoorDash, and all of the other Grubhubs and stuff, then that's when the light bulb is lighting, all right? The light bulb is lighting with the investors, because now they're like, oh, this person want to do some big things. They're not just going after the money. No, they actually are bringing some type of innovation in there. They're bringing something new to the table in their industry. All right. So maybe you can create that app, something that will be very convenient for individuals to find those caterers in their local area for their particular, event, and also for that whatever type of food they're looking for. Inside of that, you can put in their allergies and also have the terms and conditions and all of the health terms and stuff in there, just to give them reassurance and also make them feel safe and comfortable with, picking someone from your app. All right. So you would have to dive deeper into how you would utilize the app, but develop the pitch for it and apply for the America Seed Fund for $2 million. All right. So who's next? Beauty traveling. We got medical courier. Thank you so much, Aisha. Making customized shirts and products, pins, cups, napkins, pillows, etc. Thank you. I was thinking along those lines. Awesome. Thank you, Dee. All right. So beauty traveling stylist. All right, so Tanisha actually helped someone get a $750,000 grant last year, and what they did was they were developing an app specifically for beauty traveling stylists, and this app is an app where you can actually book your beautician, your makeup artist, or your barber or hair braider, and you can book them to come to wherever you are. So say you are a content creator, say you are a celebrity, say you are an actor, actress, or you're just a busy person, right? And you are in need of a makeup artist, you are in need of just a whole glam squad. Well, the app, you hop on this app, wherever you are in the world, you will find your local nearest glam squad, right? And it will have all the information about that particular, makeup artist or about that person, right? So you would go along the lines like that, right? So we helped them get $750K because that was a new app. It was an app, so that's technology. And it was bringing some type of innovation to a service-based industry and also into a multi-billion-dollar industry, which is beauty, right? So create something kind of like that. Maybe you can create an app where you actually score different types of hair braiders or makeup artists in your particular local area. One thing I've noticed on social media is that we've seen so many different, especially women, talk about how Atlanta-based hair braiders or hairstylists are not reliable, or they're just simply like just scamming their money, or they're just not doing the job that the job ain't jobbing, okay? So you can create some type of app that will actually score each, different types of hairstylists or, beauticians or cosmetologists in that particular area. So then that person who wants to actually book that person, the service-based person or the barber or the makeup artist that they saw on Instagram, well, they'll go to your app, right? They'll look them up, see, all right, is this person reliable? Look at the reviews. And then that will give them reassurance on whether or not they should book that person, right? So I'm hoping that gives you some type of ideas on how you can bring some tech innovation to the beauty industry. All right. Okay. So who's next? The Evolving Lotus Flower. So they are making customized shirts and products, pins, cups, napkins, and pillows, etc. So customized, things, right? So that's cool. So how would you? So we could do obviously we could do an app, but I want to do something different. Let me think. Well, you creating, right? It all depends on what you do, right? It all depends on what you do, because by you making customized shirts and stuff, if you are actually doing, like, let's say, for example, you're doing the printing, right? And you're doing the actual stitching, like, you know, stitching on in logos and stuff on shirts and stuff. If you're actually doing that, well, think about, I'm pretty sure you've said to yourself, especially if you are doing like shirt embroideries and on hats and stuff, I'm pretty sure you said to yourself, man, I wish that there was some type of small handheld tool or some type of tool that is easier to use this type of system with, right? So let's go to, for example, short embroideries, right? I noticed that a lot of these places use these big old like machines. Maybe you can actually be the one to create a smaller machine better, but with a higher quality than Cricut, right? Because we have Cricut already, but you can make something that's better than Cricut or similar to it. Maybe if you created something that it's like, you know, Cricut has that iron where you iron on the stickers to like the shirts and stuff. Well, maybe even if it's as simple as, all right, Cricut, their iron might only go up to 300 degrees. Maybe yours go up to 450. All right, yours go up to 450, and it may be easier to use. It comes with a cover, right? Silicone cover. You could take it wherever you need to go, and also it's solar panel, right? So it's powered by solar. You don't need to plug it in. You don't need no batteries. You don't need no nothing. So now you can take this little iron that has a little solar thing on the handle, right? Use it outside. So if you want to do a little picnic gathering, you know, a little picnic gathering with some friends. I know I like some girlfriend brunches, right? And you know how you do little things, right? And then you just have it, and you just like, you know, it's like a little mini. Because I want you to get in the idea of, and this goes back to Tanisha, Miss Lady, who is in the beauty industry. Remember when they first came out with the really, really micro flat irons? Because we are so in love with baby hairs now, we ain't never seen these little mini flat irons, you know what I mean? Until baby hairs start becoming a real thing. All right, kind of the same thing. So, right, there you go, a glove. It can be a glove. All right, it can be a heated glove. There you go. But whatever it is, think of the idea, create the, okay, boom. It could be this glove. It can go up to this degrees. When you think of the actual product that you're going to create, what I don't want you guys to do is go down spiral. I want you to think of what it is. What is the product, right? What is the product? That's it. The product is what it is. This is the product. I came with the product. Shelby, help me get the product. Cool. That's all I need you to do. Do you have a service or a product or some type of tech and something that's going to bring in, you know, some type of impact to your industry? That's what we're looking for. Now that you have the product, now we just need to create the pitch and the pitch video and all that good stuff. Okay. I don't want you to dive deeper and go, oh, well, how are the colors and this and that, and it's going to look, no. All right. We don't need to, we not at that point. We at the beginning. We have the idea. We just need the money to fund the idea. And once we put the money behind the idea, then we can think about the color palettes and the logos and how we want all that good stuff, okay? But right now, we're trying to get the money, okay? All right, so Nicole said you forgot medical courier. Okay, yeah, I did skip over you. Sorry, Nicole. Okay, Nicole. So medical courier services, mobility, so I'm pretty sure, and it's the same thing like I was saying, I'm pretty sure that you have something, or you know, you've already been into this particular industry long enough, right? Where you pretty much know that, okay, you've thought, what can I bring to the table? Like, what, or not even what can I bring, but I wish that there was some type of, equipment, right? Because in medical courier services is different. I wish there was some type of equipment that I can use that would be easy to transport these people in and out of these doctor's appointments, right? Let's think of the wheelchair thing, right? The wheelchair lift for the back of like school buses and vans and stuff like that, right? Well, maybe you can make something much easier where it's like they don't have to, you know what I mean? They don't have to, like, it doesn't have to be so expensive. And also, it doesn't have to be so slow, too, because one thing I can remember is that thing take a long time to go up, and we be ready to go, okay? So it could be something like that. Also, you can also create, say you create like, I'm just going off of experience because I used to be a CNA. Then you guys know became a nurse and stuff. So say you create like this type of van, right? You decide that you want to take this $2 million and you want to partner up with like Ford or something like that. And you create this specific type of senior care van that has everything, it's like fully equipped, right? So it's wheelchair accessible. It has oxygen tanks on each side of like in the rows or whatever. Like say it's a whole van. And it can be like a real nice luxury, like Sprinter van type of feel, right? So you can ride in style and ride comfortable. And each chair can be a recliner, allowing the senior or the person with disability to really feel comfortable. Even if you are a person that's like, might not have legs, that's an amputee, individuals like that, you can still sit in one of these real nice recliners that recline back, that's real nice plush leather, captain seat type of feel. But then inside of the Sprinter van, let's say it comes with, like I said, fully equipped, like it damn near looks like it could be an ambulance, but it doesn't have everything an ambulance have. That way, if anything, the reasons for why you would create this is say you're on the go, something happens, right? God forbid, something happens to one of the seniors, they might have a seizure, catch a stroke, whatever. You can have somebody you already have someone that's a nurse, most likely on the go with you. So boom, you have your medications, everything you need, whatever it is, the pins, whatever allergic reaction they might be having, you have everything that you need right then and there. You can have your own compartment, everything, right? So if you create, but the $2 million, right, will be to develop the idea or the prototype. That's the $2 million for what I'm talking about for this Sprinter, this luxury Sprinter van. Literally, that will just be to create a prototype, because you got to partner up with either Mercedes-Benz or Ford or somebody to be able to, and you got to really pitch to them and express to them, hey, it's seniors, the baby boomers, they booming. They've been buying Cadillacs. They've been investing in Lincoln. The least y'all could do is reciprocate the energy to the individuals who's investing into y'all. Right? So you got to come to them like that. But the $2 million for that type of project, which is very big, which is the idea that I just talked about, that will be to develop the prototype. But it can happen, right? And it's an innovative project that you're bringing to a needed industry, needed industry that needs some TLC. You know what I mean? Senior health and anything with senior care, it definitely needs TLC. All right, Nicole, girl, yes, exactly. Yes, yay. All right. Let me see. Thank you for sharing your ideas free of charge. May God open the doors for you in Jesus' name for this. Oh, thank you so much. Amen. All right, so let's move forward. So really, you guys, I don't mind coming on here and encouraging you guys and educating you guys, because I understand y'all asses don't be knowing. I understand it, friend. I understand, Nicole. I get it. Ain't nobody in your friend circle group, your co-workers, gonna tell you about this $2 million grant. You wanna know why? Because one, they don't even know about it themselves. Two, they ass don't even want you to have the opportunity, because misery loves company, friend. As soon as you get this $2 million, guess what you gotta do? You got to switch up. You got to switch up, because once you get $2 million, you cannot be around that same type of company that you've been around, babe. Now you got to scale. Now you have to put yourself in that room with other individuals that are actually going to execute your plan. You don't have time to sit around and talk about Cat Williams and what's going on the shade room and what's going on with Donald Trump now, because you are so focused on the vision and on the goal and on this new project and on this new opportunity. You literally cannot go back to those other people. I literally packed all of my stuff. All of my stuff is in a storage in Miami, and I live outside of the United States. I live in Latin America, but I understood that I could not continue to stay in that same circle. The reasons for why is because, baby, I make too much money and I'm smart as hell. So if I'm gonna stay in that same circle and I'm gonna keep staying with the low vibrations, I'm gonna be tired of dumbing myself down with being around y'all, right? But then I needed to, separation sometimes calls for elevation. Right? And so I'm bringing this aware to y'all. Once we get this to, it's 400 businesses that can get a $2 million opportunity in a year. 400. It's only 20 something of us on here. It's only only 20 something of us. Oh, hold on. Let's all not, we shook in our boots right now. All 27 of us on this live right now can get this $2 million. Isn't that like, doesn't that feel great to know that, oh my God, I don't have to apply for this opportunity and enter in a chance to win and only one person can win it? No, like all of us on this live can actually win it. Yeah, that's why I'm like so serious about this. Okay. All right. So let's move forward. Okay. So we have so many different topics on here. So I want y'all to dive deeper into the topics. Okay. But I wanted to give some examples so you can start thinking about how can I bring some new skills? How can I bring some innovation to my industry? No matter what business industry you are into, you can bring something new to the table, especially if you are a part of the BIPOC community. Y'all know y'all hate when I use that, but you know, it's real. We are always bringing something new. Even when you guys are working your 9-to-5 jobs right now, whether you are in customer service or not, I'm pretty sure you've been like, you know what they need to do? I know y'all have said this line. I wish they would. They should. They need to. You know what they should do? I think if I ran this company, I'd run it like this. I know y'all been saying that at these jobs. That is, let me tell y'all what that is. Okay? I'm gonna tell y'all what that is, and we're gonna keep moving forward with this grant. When you say stuff like that, because you know the power of the tongue is real serious. When you say stuff like that, that is you, the real you. Like the you that's supposed to be working for you, the you that's supposed to be putting all your eggs in your own basket and not working for somebody else. That's the boss in you that's saying, shit, I could do this myself. Well, then do it then. Do it. It's time for you to do it. Because when you saying stuff at these people's job and you actually act on it, I am a living witness. I worked for Capital One over 8 years ago. I haven't worked a job in almost 10 years. And when the last time I said that was the last time I said that. When I worked for Capital One, I worked in their fraud department, and I worked from home before work from home became a thing, honey, okay? And I worked for them for like the first 30 days, right? The first 30 days, I was like, I know I could do this. We could change this because the way that they're training sucks. I don't understand what's going on, this and that. So what I did was I created PowerPoint slideshows, and I created a whole new webpage alongside with my co-worker or whatever. We became really great friends, Alyssa or whatever, cool ass Spanish girl. And we created this. Next thing you know, in 45 days of me just working for Capital One in their fraud department, I became a trainer. In less than 90 days, I became a manager. But then guess what? When I became a manager, they kept looking for more, and I kept giving them more ideas, giving them more innovative ways to train people. My skills and my training program that I developed with Capital One that is still used to this day for TSYS, which is one of the softwares that they used at the time. The training program that I created was so good that they used it nationwide. Guess what I got out of it, friend? I got a coffee cup. I got a coffee cup and I got a mouse pad. Yeah, that's what I got. I didn't get, you know what, Shelby? Come on into the office. We think you can be on the operations team. I didn't get that. I didn't get the, oh my God, congratulations, Shelby. We are going to, well, I didn't even get a cake. I got a coffee cup mailed to my house. Niggas ain't even say come in so we can say thank you for training all of these people and creating this brand new training program that we didn't even know that we could create in our own system. You did the hours of extra coding. Yeah, I coded that inside of I integrated coding into their system to where their training programs could be easier to comprehend because people was not understanding how to even use their systems. But I got a coffee cup and a mouse pad. So when you say stuff like that, don't say another word, friend. It's time for you to gather your things. Everyone, gather your things. It's time to gather your things, and it's time to put all your eggs in your basket. It's time for you to literally work for yourself. Because yes, it's the energy that you literally, just by you saying that, I know I could do this better than, I could run this company better than them, then yes, then do it. Matter of fact, you can actually buy this company up off of them. One of the ways is buying a share of the company, more shares than usual, and then when the company look like it's tanking, buying more shares of it, and then guess what? Changing up the whole entire situation, the whole entire system. Like, I have worked in banking and finance. I've worked in health, right? I've worked in nursing homes. I've worked in the hospital, each floor in the hospital from the ER to NICUs, right? I've worked in so many different areas. I've also worked into sales as well. I worked for Macy's, Dillard's, and Nordstrom, right? So I started working at literally 15 years old. So I've been in the workforce, right? And I've picked up so many different skills from so many different people and so many different, jobs, right? And I understand that, yes, we are underappreciated, but I also understand that these skills that I'm getting from these jobs, let me go ahead and hold on to them. Let me hold on to them because when I run my company, I need to remember how operations work. I need to remember how, sales work. I need to remember how marketing works. I need to remember how to put up posters. I need to remind myself. When I used to work for Macy's and Dillard's and Rainbow and Dots and stuff like that, when I used to work in retail, every month we had to do new posters and new mannequins instead of, why do we have to do that? Because it's marketing. Remember that, Shelby. Remember when you worked in the nursing homes and you was speaking and taking time and you besides cleaning butts, right? Besides cleaning butts, you actually got a chance to actually learn some wisdom from these people, right? You actually got to speak to different ethnic groups of different age, of all ages, right? And understand different perspectives. I went to college, right? So you guys have to be aware where you are right now. I'm saying all of that to say where you are right now is literally a lesson. Take the skills, put it in your skill bag, and use that for when you develop your company because you're going to need all of those skills, okay? You're going to need all of those skills. You're going to need all of those skills, okay? All right, so let's move forward because we got $2 million grant that we ain't letting up. We're not letting off on this. True? Yes. I'm so happy y'all agree with me. Hello, I just logged on. Hey, friend, how's it going? Yeah. So I did that. I did that. I wish Alyssa, one day I'm going to bring Alyssa on. I'm going to say, Alyssa, tell the people how we actually help Capital One. I hope we don't get sued. For real. Okay, so let's see. Deed says, got an email this morning that I've been accepted to phase 2 of Jobber grants. Let's go, everybody. We can do this. Shelby, blessings to you. Thank you. Yay. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. The Jobber grant is one that I have experience with too. So keep going through those phases. It's about 4 phases, but it's so worth it, okay? Being in healthcare teaches you another level of empathy and patience. It does for sure. But it's something that even if I had children, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna keep going. But yeah, congratulations, Dee. I know, right? Congratulations. So working in the medical field and just working with seniors in general, one thing that I can honestly say, if I had children, you know how they have where you can do like volunteer in a hospital and stuff? My 16, 17-year-old child would do that. Because I've learned so much from talking to these older individuals. Like, I've learned so much from them. Simple stuff. Even when I'm having the worst day, like it'll be days where I was a CNA. You guys, I was a CNA and then I became a nurse. And then once I was working in a hospital at the time, so then I left that because I didn't want to do that anymore. But with working in that field, I would have had the worst day ever, right? But I could just go in there and ask a question like, tell me about your love. Like, why did you marry your husband? Why did you marry and they will go and tell me a time when, but you got to really be willing to listen, right? And let me tell you, those times, all of the stories, I have some really great stories, and I'm blessed to have been able to meet some amazing seniors who still have their mind. And they were able to tell me their life stories. And let me tell you, you got to be willing. You got to be willing to appreciate history for sure. All right. So let's move forward to step 2, which is project pitch. Now we went over some stuff, so I want to go over. Let me backtrack a little bit. So let's you know let's reset the room. Okay. Remember, this is a $2 million grant opportunity, and remember, it's a 4-step process. We're going over the basics. The basics is pretty much, what type of business you need to have. No matter what type of business industry you are into, and no matter what stage you are in your company, you can get this $2 million grant. All right. So, this is the 4 steps. First, we're going over the basics. So together, we're already doing step 1, friend. We're doing this together right now. Step 2, you want to submit a project pitch, all right? So submit your project pitch, then you will hear from them in about a month. Step 3, submit a full proposal, all right? And then step 4, the proposal review and decision, okay? This is like a 7-month process, but it's $2 million and it's so worth it, all right? Now, the basics is what we just went over, and we just went over what they are actually looking for. And I gave you guys some really good examples. We went over examples for someone who was in the beauty industry, medical courier services, catering companies, right? Even if someone who's doing roofing, how you guys can create apps. So we already went over 3 or 4 really good examples. Remember, this grant opportunity, 400 startups in a year can get this $2 million opportunity. That means 400 of us, it's only 20 something of us on this live right now. That means all 20 something of us can actually get $2 million, okay? All right, so I wanna make sure I clear that up. Keep in mind, no credit checks, no personal information needed. Now let's go over the eligibility one more time, and then we'll go to step 2. Remember, your company has to be a small business with less than 500 employees located in the United States. You have to at least be 50% owned by a U.S. citizen, okay? Even if you are based outside of the United States, your partner needs to be a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident of the United States, okay? All funded work, including work done by consultants and contractor, has to take place in the United States, so your project has to be U.S. based, okay? The project's principal investigator, which is your tech lead, the person who is over your operations, who is developing your app or who's developing your plan, right, must legally be employed at least 20 hours a week. If you are that person and you're the one-stop shop, then you don't have to worry about this. This is you. Also, you have to put in at least 1 month worth of work into your project. That's pretty much everyone as well. All right. For more details, click on the eligibility guide. You guys can dive deeper into that. And then where we currently are is where we were going over all of the different types of why can't I say that? Technology areas, okay? So you can be into learning and cognition technology. So if you are like a coach or consultant, or you're into education, maybe you are teaching individuals how to create a course and to sell courses on Etsy, right? How to sell digital courses. Maybe you're teaching individuals how to get into Airbnb, right? Maybe you are into Airbnb, right? And you want to create a better app than Airbnb, or something that's more doable. Cybersecurity, you can be into digital health. Some of you guys are into, medical courier services, or into medical services in general. So there's so many different things. Now, as long as you are bringing some type of innovation to it, right? So that's pretty much what it is. What they're looking for is someone who's bringing impact to their particular industry. All right. Something that is scalable. So I gave some really good examples. All right. So let's move forward. All right, so step 2, which is the project pitch. So everyone wants to know, how do you prepare your pitch? All right, so it says submit a project pitch to see if your idea might be a good fit for NSF funding. So for the timing, it says we accept project pitches at any time, 24/7, 365 days a year. Typically, it takes about 1 month to get an official response from the NSF staff, okay? All right, so let's dive deeper. Here are the actual instructions. You guys want to, now let me show y'all the, y'all know I don't gatekeep, seedfund.nsf.gov, okay? This is where you want to be. The link is also in the description, friend. All right, so let's dive deeper. The required pitch allows startups to learn if their proposed project is a good fit for funding from America's Seed Fund powered by NSF. See 4 key questions you'll be asked to answer. So, number 1, the technology innovation, up to 500 words. What they want you to do is describe the technical innovation that would be the focus of a phase 1 project, including a brief discussion of the origins of the innovation as well as explanation as to why it meets the program's mandate to focus on supporting research and development of unproven high-impact innovations. Don't let all these words scare you, friend. Let me sum it up for you. Sum it up in 500 words, exactly what your tech is. So what is the product, or what is the innovation? What is it going to be? What's the project? Make sure you explain to them how it meets their requirements, right? So remember, if we go back to step 1, how it meets impacting your particular industry, how it meets the new technical innovation, right? How are you bringing it? And also inside of this 500 words, you might as well throw in there how much it's going to cost you too, okay? Because it's phase 1 project, right? So this is all, that's the first step, all right? So the second step, you want to do this in up to 500 words. Do it in 500 words exactly, okay? Do it in 500 words exactly. If you need help, use ChatGPT, friend, okay? ChatGPT and prompt ChatGPT to use your, do it up to 500 words, okay? So that's to meet the technology innovation. 2, all right, your project pitch, all right, that's what we're going over. The project pitch needs to go over. Describe the research and development or technical work to be done in phase 1 project, including a discussion of how and why the proposed work will help prove that the product or service is technically feasible and or will significantly reduce technical risk. Discuss how ultimately this work could contribute to making the new product, service, or process commercially viable and impactful. This section could also convey that the proposed works meets the definition of the research and development rather than straightforward engineering or incremental project development tasks. So, for example, for the individual who is, like for Miss Lady, for Nicole, right, who's going to do like say she does a medical van. Well, this part will be easy because you have to express up to 500 words, which honestly, she's going to have more than 500 words. But the research and development that it's going to take to be able to understand how to actually, just put together that type of van, she's going to express that in up to 500 words. How much it's going to cost, the type of, the place that she has to go to, right? Who is the extra, I forgot what it's called. But who's like the people who's going to actually like put it all together, right? So research and development, that's what that is. So how much is that going to cost? Who are you bringing onto the team to be able to get this done, right? And it also expressing how this will reduce, how this will be technically feasible and significantly reduce technical risk, right? So that's easy because she's creating a van. If we're using the example I gave, she's creating a van that has all of the tech, let's say the updated med tech, health, and all that good stuff. So if there was anything that was to happen on the go, say an allergic reaction, she can get the EpiPen and boom, right out of the cabinet, right? Also, it can be something that's so technical that it's like locked by like a fingerprint or by some type of badge. So you have to be a nurse in order to get to like these certain type of medicines on the van, right? So that's just an example. All right, so in order for her to be able to have the money to get she got to do research and development. So 500 words that explains how she's going to use this grant opportunity towards research and development, and then all of everything else that they're looking for in this particular part. All right, so we're already at 1,000 words. So number 3, this is 250 words. It says describe the customer profile and the pain points that will be the near-term commercial focus related to this project. So if we're using the van, for example, well, the customer would be a person with disability or a senior, right? And their pain point will be, well, it's a challenge for them to get to their appointments on their own. Or it's a challenge for them to rely on things like Uber and stuff, because not every Uber comes with like it's wheelchair accessible. And then even if so, the fees for that can be expensive. So for this new project that we're talking about, let's say that it's a van that every ALF and every nursing care facility and every rehab facility can have. And and what the commercial focus will be pretty much saying, hey, this is the van, everyone can have it, hospitals can have it, it can just be for everybody, even doctors' offices, to make sure, to give them reassurance for a fact that, their clients will get to them on their appointment times, things like that, right? So the market opportunity, that's easy, 250 words. The next one, the last but not least, 250 words for the company and team. So describe the background and current status of the applicant small business, including the key team members who will lead the technical and or commercial efforts discussed in this project pitch. So who's your representative? So express your background. So Nicole, obviously she's into the medical field. So she's either a nurse or she's probably, already working in it, right? She probably owns her own ALF, or she's probably a home health assistant, right? She probably already owns that. So that's her background. So she really, this new innovative project, because she's already been in this industry, she's bringing something new to her industry, right? She's bringing something new to the table. So, 250 words. This will be easy, just talking about herself, her background, her team, and then the members who will lead the technical or commercial efforts. So if you are going to have a specific team, say you're going to hire like a representative, or you have a CEO or someone who is going to be discussing the project pitch. So maybe there will most likely come a time where you're going to have to speak to these grantors. Maybe you are good at creating the idea, but you're not good at speaking, like representing the business or pitching. So if you hire someone who is extra, or like a grant writer or someone like myself, then you would have to like add me onto here. You would say, okay, 250 words, talk about yourself, your background, and then also, we have Superior Shelby, who is an experienced grant writer, who is helping us in our efforts to completing this opportunity, so we can get the funding we need to, move forward, right? You can put that inside of your pitch too. Because remember, by having me on the team, I'm a consultant, right? And I'm US based technically. So that goes into the efforts that you're putting in. And that also shows that you're also investing into your project already, because you've already hired me, right? So this $2 million, a part of that would automatically go towards consulting or any other type of development. All right, so you would submit your pitch. When you are ready, you'll need to create an account to submit your pitch. All right, so it says, and let's read this small fine print here, okay? All right, so it says a startup or entrepreneur may only submit one project pitch per quarter. Look at that. It even defined a quarter for you. If you guys were trying to figure out what is a quarter for in business terms, this is it, okay? This is it. All right, so everyone's quarters are different, but it's 4 quarters in a year. You guys pretty much got it. All right, so how their quarters work is first quarter, October 1st through December 31st. Second quarter, January 1st, March 31st. We are currently in the third quarter, which is April 1st through June 30th. And then the fourth quarter starts July 1st until September 30th. All right, so per quarter. All right, so if you submit it in this quarter, and June 30th is just literally right around the corner, and you don't hear anything back by July 30th, then submit it again, July 30th or July 31st. You know what I mean? Okay, so there you go. And it says any small business with there you go. It says any small business with a pending project pitch must wait for a response before submitting another project pitch. Separately, Any startup or entrepreneur who has submitted a full proposal must wait for a resolution on their submitted proposal before submitting a new project pitch. So you got to wait on the answer, okay? So yeah, remember, give them 30 days after you submitted your pitch. So if you submit your pitch today, right? So today is June 18th. So if you submit it today, then you want to give them by July 18th or 19th or so, that week of, and check your email and see if you are, if you can move to the next step, which is submitting your full proposal. All right. So let's go to the next step and let's see what they are expecting in your full proposal. So these are the submission dates. All right. It says proposal submission is due by 5 p.m. Submitter's time on the specified due date. So whether you are on Eastern time, Central, or Pacific, doesn't matter. Now, September 18th is going to be our next submission date. All right. So you want to make sure you have already completed the first 3 steps prior and already gotten some type of response from your pitch, your project pitch. And then you would submit your actual proposal by September 18, 2024, or November 6th, or you have March 5th next year, okay? So those are the next deadlines. Now, the deadlines, remember they said it's 6 months that you will hear something back on the funding decision after this. So if you submit it September 18, well, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, okay, March, most likely the week of March is when you would know by then if you can get the $2 million. Or if you can get the full, however much you're requesting, it's up to $2 million, right? So, there's some of you guys don't even need a full 2 million. Some of y'all just need like $500,000, right? Or you might need like, a couple $100,000. Well, you'll find out 6 months from the submission deadline, right? Whichever one you go with. And then they'll let you know if they're going to fund your fully funded, or if you're going to get $2 million, however much you're actually requesting. Okay, the next steps. It says, ready to get started, you'll need to read the official policy document, all right, which outlines the official requirements, key elements, and supplemental information you'll need to draft your proposal. We also recommend that you start the registration process right away. Read the call for proposals. And it says, register your company for free. It's required. So required registrants, you got to sign up for SAM. I always talk about this, but you got to sign up for SAM. All right, do this. You guys can do this now. All right, this is free. You can do this ASAP. And then get your UEI number, because guess what? Due to large backloads, SAM is currently experiencing delays in creation and validation of UEI number. And this is pretty much saying you need to get a UEI number, okay? So you need to do that. Let me see, you need to register online for, research.gov. Says online grants management. Before applying, you must register your company with NSF and research.gov. You will need to have that UEI number, kind of the same way as you are registering for grants.gov. An SBIR company registry. Finally, you'll need to register with the SBIR company registry operated by the SBA. Post-registration, you'll receive a business concern control ID, all right, which you'll need to include in your research.gov application, just as well as like the UEI number, okay? So I want you guys, let me just kind of back out a little bit, because this is something you need to keep in mind as well. These are the extra steps when you get ready to submit your proposal, or when you submit your proposal. Go ahead and have these steps completed prior, all right? Make sure you sign up for sam.gov. Make sure you go ahead and register yourself for research.gov. And make sure you use the UEI number that you get from sam.gov. And when you register yourself for research.gov, make sure you take the ID, the SBC ID that you get from the SBIR company registry, all right? Make sure you put that inside of research.gov. You're going to do these 3 steps to register yourself, because this is like technically a government-funded grant opportunity. So this is over 400 businesses in a year get up to $2 million in this opportunity. So, the reasons for why is because once you are awarded, it's going to go inside of your sam.gov workspace, and it's going to show as a grant award that you receive from the government. So when you decide to move forward, right? Because remember, like I said earlier in this live, when you make $2 million or you are getting a $500,000 or when you are getting a high ticket grant opportunity, you're no longer going to stay in that same circle. Now, honey, it's time for you to go and network and push your innovative idea and push it, right? Now it's time to really push forward and do the work. So now that you have this new grant award and it shows on your sam.gov that you received a $2 million grant from the America Seed Fund, aka SBIR, or the government, right, of the technical space, then that helps increases your chances of approvals with government contract opportunities or business to business related opportunities in general, right? Especially other investment opportunities and networking opportunities, right? This is literally going to kickstart that. They're going to be able to use your UEI number, see that you have, oh, wow, they've gotten $2 million. This is super dope. This is like, obviously they're a trustworthy company. They're upstanding company, right? They're a reputable company. This is how you're building reputation, right? So this grant opportunity that I am going over respectfully is not for someone who wants to stay at a certain type of level and only make $50,000 a month. No, this is for someone who doesn't want to only just make, I'm just trying to make $10,000. That's it. I'm not trying to, this is not for you, honey. This is for someone who has a brilliant idea, a great mind, or you want to bring something new to the table in your industry and you want to be different, right? You want to do something different. So many courses out here, digital products, and so many different, business industries we can get into, but so many of you guys are completing the same business model steps and you're getting the same results as your peers because you're not being different, right? So if I continue doing like what Bossy Wit does, right? Bossy Wit is another grant writer, or Joy Hunt, or what's her name? Stormy Banks, right? If I did what all of the other amazing grant writers do that you guys watch or you guys follow on social media, then you wouldn't pay attention to me, right? You wouldn't too much care about what I'm saying. But when I dive deeper into a grant and I do something different from other grant writers, right? Then that is what makes me unique. That's what makes me superior Shelby. That's what makes me who I am, right? So you got to be different too. Even when you guys are getting into real estate and you're getting into Airbnb, like you don't want to have the same Airbnb setup or use the same furniture distribution center as everybody else, because you're going to get the same love seat and couch and everything else just as everybody else does, right? So you got to be different. Bring something new to the table. You can sell hair and hair bundles and wigs, but how different are you going to be? Arrogant Tay is Arrogant Tay because of how he styles, right? That's what makes him different. But he's not Lawrence, right? He's not all of the other amazing hairstylists, right? So that's what I'm saying. So this grant opportunity is $2 million for free. And it's only asking us to do paperwork, administrative work. And it's only asking us literally to plan. If you're in that mindset, if you think of it like that, this is the easy breezy thing. The first step, and I'm going to go over the steps again because my friend came in and she was like, hey, I just came in. I didn't get to see the steps. But those are pretty much all the steps we've been over. So I'm going to go over it one more time. It's only a 4-step process. The first step we went over the basics, right? Just to make sure you are eligible. We went over 3 really good examples. I went over an example for a catering company, right? How you can develop an app to find different caterers in your area, right? And how it can be a simple 7-step process. We went over, how you can bring innovative with developing an app in, the beauty space if you are traveling. And then also, obviously, we talk about medical courier services, right? If you want to develop a van or like an easy to use lift, right? For when you are transporting persons with disabilities and seniors. So no matter what business industry you're into, you can bring some type of tech innovation, right? Or you need to bring tech into what you got going on, all right? So this grant is for that too. If you have already been operating and you like, man, I need something, something. Well, now it's possibly time for you to integrate tech into your business so you can streamline everything, automate everything, so that way you can put your focus into other areas like marketing, promoting, and really, bringing more quality to your products or services. All right. So first step, we already went over together in this live. We went over the basics. So if you're just joining, just rewatch this live stream. I know it's a lot, but it's $2 million watching. Okay, it's worth it. Now, step 2, you submit a project pitch. The project pitch is literally a four-part pitch. It's about like a 25, let's say 3,000 word essay, let's say, and it goes over 4 different parts. We kind of went over that. Once you submit the project pitch, you got to give them 30 days after you submitted it to respond to you and let you know, hey, we like your pitch. We are approving you to go to the next step. This is $2 million on the line. This is not going to be an easy grant like Hello Skip, $10,000 you put in the grant, and then bada boom, bada bing, we wait in 2-3 weeks. We hop on live. That's the $10,000, $5,000, $2,000. Those is for the smaller grants. This is $2 million, honey. This is upper echelon. Okay, it's the upper echelon. This is for the elites. This is for the elite startup businesses. Yes, you can be a startup, but this is for the elite minds, high level only. Okay, all right. So once you have gotten the approval after 30 days, then you're going to submit a full proposal. This proposal is going to be something very extensive. Right. And also, as you are submitting your proposal, you want to make sure you register yourself with SAM.gov and all of the other 2 places I just went over. Right. This is a 7-month process. Right. So after, you guys give me a like if you can hear me. I'm sorry. My auntie was calling me. I have the car back. But this is a 7-month process. So after you have submitted your project pitch, give them that 30 days. After the 30 days, they approve you, you submit the proposal. Once you submit the proposal, you got to give them 6 months to let you know. Within that 6 months, they'll tell you, hey, you are approved, and how would you like your business? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hey, I'm actually on YouTube live talking about a $2 million grant opportunity. I'm gonna have to call you back in about 10 minutes. Is that okay, Auntie?
Oh, I was just calling to say happy belated birthday. I'm sorry if I disturbed you.
Oh, it's okay.
So, that's fine. No, but I'll talk to you later on, okay? I was trying to figure out what is a good time to talk. All right.
Love you, bye. Okay. So if you guys didn't know, my birthday was actually Friday. So I'm officially 29. Yay! This is my last year of my 20s. I'm going over the bang, okay? So yeah. So I'm 29. I turned 29 on June 14th. Okay, so yay. Yay. I had a very relaxing birthday. And for those of you who don't know, I live in Latin America, so I live in Panama. So I was able to just kind of do stuff out here, go to hiking and just do stuff, do the things. Me and Murphy, my dog, we just did stuff together. All right, so I enjoyed my birthday. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. All right, let's get back to what I was looking at. Where was I, you guys? My auntie. All right, so once you submit, thank you guys. Once you submit your full proposal, right, which is everything, the whole spiel, right, about your company, who you hiring, who your consultants, the proposal needs to be thorough. The proposal needs to outline, we need $2 million. We need $2 million. This is why we need the $2 million. We hiring Superior Shelby. She a tab alone, but then we also plan on hiring these other people to do the development of what we're talking about. So we need the $2 million, right? So boom. So you submit the proposal. Once you submit it, you have to give them 6 months. In the 6 months that they are making the decision on whether or not you were selected for the $2 million grant opportunity, when they do select you within the 6 months, then what they're going to do is they're going to ask you, how would you like your grant fund? Like, they're gonna send it to you to your business bank account. You gotta have a business bank account or, you know, something like that. If you are a nonprofit, because it didn't say that you had to be a for-profit. Excuse me. If you are a nonprofit, you guys open up bank accounts too. So just make sure you've opened up a bank account for your nonprofit, okay? Because that's the only way you'll get this funded. They're gonna send, a lot of the times with these type of high ticket, from my experience, okay? From my experience, a lot of the times it's gonna be like a wire transfer because it's such a big amount. And so when it's wire transfer, your bank then has to approve it and blah, blah, blah. It takes like 7 days. So, you know, you got to do it through a bank. All right. So have the bank, and then when they wire transfer it, it's going to come in the name of the LLC, or what the name of the company you put on the proposal. Okay. So just be mindful of all of that. You don't want to screw yourself up by being inconsistent with you know, your dealings. Okay, the company name, get the bank account, make sure your foundations are together, or in the midst of the 7 months, babe, make sure you are developing the company and getting your foundations together. Because remember, you can be a startup no matter what stage you are in your company. You can get this $2 million grant opportunity, and 400 businesses in a year get this $2 million. They have over $200 million in a pot funded by the government and different organizations and sponsors that allows us to take on this opportunity. Okay. So, yeah, while you're waiting on them to complete the decision, just go ahead, pay for the LLC and open up a bank account and register yourself with SAM, get the UEI number and all of that good stuff. Okay. So that way, when the time does come and you've submitted the proposal and all that good stuff, when the time comes, you don't have to worry about that small little hurdle stopping you from winning these big bucks. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. So let's talk about how I can help you apply. All right. So I am applying for this grant because I've applied myself, obviously, for my business, but I talked about this 2 weeks ago, but I'm looking for the perfect candidate to help them get $1 million in grant funding. Well, when I talked about that and what I was saying was, I'm looking for the person I can apply for this opportunity for, okay? Now, I am charging $420 to apply for not just this grant opportunity, but 4 additional grants for you. 4 good qualifying grants that you'll most likely win, you know? I can't guarantee that you'll win this grant opportunity. We can never guarantee that you'll win a grant. You yourself can't even guarantee yourself that you can get a grant opportunity. But the least I can do is really put my best forward effort into helping you get approved for not only this $2 million grant, but also 4 other grant opportunities that serve in your favor, okay? So just in case we don't get this one, we got 3 other grants that I applied for that we really have a great chance of winning, okay? Or 4 others, sorry. So for 5 grants, $420, I will apply for this grant for you, this $2 million grant, as well as 4 other grants that serve in your favor, whether these are grants that are in your local area, that are in your business industry, that are tailored towards you as the company owner. So you can be a woman-owned business owner, Black business owner, persons with disability, a veteran business owner, right? There's actually a $4 million grant out here for if you are a veteran business owner, okay? So if you want to hire me and you're ready, if you are ready, if you got the $420 ready to go, okay, ready to go, all right, what we need to do is we're going to hop on a Zoom. I'm going to go over exactly how my service works, give you the reassurance you need. Then you're going to sign the DocuSign, and then I'll get started on this grant opportunity for you, and then the other 4 grants that I'll do for you as well, okay? Now, how long does it take me to complete the 5 grants for you? Give me 14 business days, okay? The most. That's literally the most. Really, y'all, I'm most likely going to do it in 24 hours. But give me the 14 business days so I can do it in peace and serenity, all right? I can put the good energy on your application so we could, you know what I mean? You know, because when you're in a rush, sometimes things don't go out right? So if y'all got questions, I want you to drop your questions and concerns right now in the chat. All right. Any questions you have on how you can get me to help you get this $2 million grant, all of that, drop your questions right now because I'm going to go ahead and answer them. So let's see, because I already know y'all like, how can I help you? Are you ready? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Yes, we needed $2 million. Yes, right, exactly. Hey Shannon, just got here. Can you explain what this grant is about really quick, please? So Shannon, this is a $2 million grant for any startup or any seasoned business. If you want to bring something new, or not if you, for individuals who are looking to bring something new to their industry. Has to be technology based. So I went over 3 really good examples for 3 different business industries. I went over a catering company, one for a catering company, one for a beauty business. She does hair, I think. And then one for a medical service. So they like do medical transport, or they are an assisted living facility. If you are into any type of business industry, you could develop an app, something that is easy to use for your particular customers. So I'm pretty sure you've thought to yourself, you know, I could do this, or my industry, I wish they had this, or I wish that there was something like this in my business industry. Well, if you've been thinking like that, well, maybe it's time for you to actually create that innovative idea or act on that innovative idea that you just had, right? So this $2 million is going to give you the money to create, let's say, an app for if you want someone to book you for, say you are you do lashes, right? You know, maybe you can develop an app where people are looking for lash techs, and you know they can rate, you know, they can find the best lash techs in their particular zip code, right? Something simple like that. But the $2 million goes towards the research and development, and also the $2 million is to help commercialize your business idea and your business in general so you can scale. All right. So they want to know how you're going to use this $2 million to bring tech into your business and into your industry, how you're going to commercialize it, and also how it is going to bring impact to your customers in your community. Okay. So I hope that was easy to understand. All right, it's a $2 million grant, 4-step process, takes us 7 months to get it. This is not a grant opportunity, Shannon, for someone who's trying to get rich tomorrow. You know, this is a high ticket, high quality grant opportunity, so it will take time. What you have to best prepare yourself for this opportunity is a project pitch, a pitch deck, or like a business plan. That will also help. So a business plan, a pitch deck, and a pitch video will definitely help you out with this opportunity. You'll also have to register your business through sam.gov. And there's 2 other sites as well, okay? I kind of went over it already. You could rewatch this, or you could like click the link inside the description and it'll give you the 4-step process, okay? It looks something like this. Hold on. It looks something like this, okay? It'll give you the 4 steps, the basics, submit the project pitch, submit your full proposal, and your proposal review, okay? And then so you can go over all of the details like I just went over inside of this video, all right? And I'm helping you guys apply for it. I'm looking for the perfect person that I can help them win it, so we can encourage others, okay? So let's move forward. Thank you. What else we needed? And do you apply for people? So yeah, I am applying for people. Yep. So just making sure that you have your stuff together though, right? What does not come with me applying for this is like doing the project pitch and stuff like that, right? So the project pitch is something that you would have to do yourself. You can hire me to do the project pitch for you, but we do have to, that's the purpose of us getting on a Zoom call together, because we do have to go over what your idea would be, right? And why you want to do this idea and things like that. Okay, so it's more to it. I have all your requests. Okay, perfect. How do I contact you? So there is a link in the description of this video. Actually, I'm probably going to put a new link there, but there's a link in the description of this video. You can always book a consultation with me. Also, you guys, I have a new business phone number, so I'm going to drop that in the description as well. As soon as like it's done, I just submitted for it today. So you'll be able to text me later on today, this evening. Okay. So look out for that. Ultimately, you can email me or email Gabby, Gabby, at expandmywallet.com. Me, Shelby, at expandmywallet.com. I can send you a Zoom link, okay? I have an Instagram as well, Superior Shelby. Some of you guys DM me there as well. Superior.Shelby. Okay, so maybe Instagram's easier for you guys, and you can always DM me over there. I'm new here. Hey, LaQuisha, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. And thanks for being new here. I'm a 71% successful grant writer. I love talking about grants. Today, we just went over a $2 million grant opportunity that you cannot afford to miss, friend. So I encourage you to rewatch this video or simply click the link in the description of this video and you can review this grant as well yourself. This grant is all about how you are going to bring some type of new tech innovation to your business industry. And we don't have to think so deeply and so hard about it. You know, I'm pretty sure you have some really great ideas to bring to the table. It says, I have the ideas, just have LLC. Should I LLC or pay the 420 first? So it's really all up to you. When you get the LLC, and you do all of that good stuff, then you're actually an active business. So definitely do your business foundations. That's definitely a priority. The sooner you get your LLC, the sooner you can do like the other stuff like getting the business bank account and things like that. So definitely take care of the business foundations and register your company first. So that way you can be best prepared for this opportunity and we don't have to wait, you know? So Cassandra and everyone else who wants to contact me, honestly, I think it's easier that you guys, for right now, contact me through Instagram. So superior.shelby. That's Shelby with an IE at the end. You can always follow me on Instagram and DM me there, right? Because it's easier to reach out to me through DMs, I noticed. And YouTube doesn't have DMs yet. Until this phone number is up today. Once the phone number is up today, I'm actually going to come back on live later on tonight. I'm going to talk more about this grant. But when I come back on live later on today, 6 p.m. Central Time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to go over this grant, and then I'll also give you guys my contact information and the phone number and stuff, okay? Khadijah, are you asking how do you hire me? We'll have to have a conversation. Do you know any startup grants for new business owners? LaQuisha, what I always advise for startup business owners is you guys visit what's called helloskip.com. Helloskip.com is the perfect website for you to get startup business grants. Easy to apply startup business grants. Some of them have only like 4 or 2 question applications. Helloskip.com, you can sign up. It's a free platform and an app. It's blue and white, and you can use my invite code Superior Shelby. All right, Shelby with an IE at the end. So that's a perfect website to apply for multiple grants, well over 20 grants a month for your startup business. Okay. Let me see. Thank you. You're welcome, Nicole. Are you available for assistance to talk? I need someone who's going to really help me bring this vision to life. Yeah, absolutely. I am available. Click the link in the description and you can book a consultation with me. Can I email you? It is concerning the class I took for the Hello Skip grant. Okay, that is fine. That's fine. The class you took a class. Okay, you can email me. You answered my question, Instagram, thank you. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Can I email you? It is concerning the class I took for Hello Skip, for the Hello Skip. The class? What class? Yeah. I'm confused. Unless you're talking about like the thing you purchased. If you purchased one of my courses to have me apply for a Hello Skip grant for you prior, like weeks ago, then and if you are looking for the download, then you have to reach out to Etsy. So use a laptop and go on there, okay? It was on YouTube, yeah. So use a laptop, visit Etsy.com and log in through your Etsy account to check your downloads, or use the chat bubble at the bottom left-hand corner or bottom right and reach out to their support team to help them so they can help you navigate the system so you can see the download, okay? So if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for the course that you purchased, then you need to go through Etsy, but use a laptop so that way you can see everything. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So any last questions regarding like this $2 million grant, how you can get me to help you? Remember, I am applying for 5 grants for you. So not just this $2 million grant opportunity, but also like 4 others that serve in your favor to help you increase your chances of getting the funding, the free money that you deserve so you can scale and you can accelerate your business and develop your company. Okay. Remember, this is for, this ain't for people who trying to get rich tomorrow. All right. This is for people who have a vision, who want to develop a legacy of actual real business, and you want to see it flourish and you want to see it commercialized. All right. This is not for someone who wants to stay a small business forever, who wants to stay a mom and pop forever. Respectfully, this is not for you. This is a high ticket grant. This is for individuals who need big bucks. All right. This is $2 million. Okay. All right. So I did download and completed it, and then it said you would contact in an email, but I never received the email. So you said download it and completed it, but you never received the email. You're not going to receive an email. It says, so I did download and completed, and then it said you would contact in an email. No, if you've already downloaded the PDF and you clicked on each number, reviewed each video, learned, and you actually, either created your business plan or you got your UEI number, whatever the course was about, if you completed the steps, then you're all done. Okay. The course was simply to either teach you how to create a business plan or to teach you how to get the UEI number, which is really good because you remember for this $2 million grant, you got to have the UEI number in order to register yourself for all the other places. So that way you can, have your workspace together. So when you get this $2 million grant, they could post it in your workspace. Okay, so that's how that worked. I hope that helps. So yeah, once you make the purchase, there was a PDF download. You download the PDF. The PDF is numbered. You click on the number, video 1, video 2, video 3. It gives you each video. You watch the video. You complete the steps in the video alongside with the video. So that way you'll make sure your steps are completed and everything is executed. By the end of the video, you should be good to go. Okay? So I hope that works. Okay, any other questions, any last questions before we get up out of here? You guys have been so amazing this morning. So I'm also going to do $47 consultations. So if you guys want to have a one-on-one call and you do want to have that chance to be able to really understand if this is the perfect grant opportunity or if there's other grant opportunities that serve in your favor, $47 is all it takes for us to have a one-on-one 30-minute conversation. Okay, so if you are interested, click the link in the description. Go ahead and click the link in the description and book a one-on-one consultation with me. In this consultation, I'll also explain to you how the grant writing service works as well, okay? All right, so I really do appreciate you guys. DM me, whatever, to get in contact with me. I'll see you guys later on this evening, 6 p.m. Central Time here live on YouTube. We're gonna go over this video, this grant once again, and then answer any grant writing questions, okay? I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace and blessings, okay? Bye.